Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another episode of the show, and specifically, this is Inside the Cover. Just my camera just a little bit. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure if you're new to this channel that you please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well if you're watching, and also click on that notification bell so you get notified of all of our content. So, Inside the Cover, of course, where we take a look inside the cover of a classic issue. This particular one from, what was this, 1972, I believe. Yes, 1972. We're on kind of a Fantastic Four run lately, so I'm going to continue along that. Hope you guys don't mind. You seem to like the old Fantastic Fours. Issue number 133. And there, of course, this is it, the battle of the century, any century, the Thing versus Thundra. You struggle in vain, Thing. What hope can a puny man have against the power of Thundra? With, of course, the rest of the Fantastic Four looking on below. That's Medusa, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. So this, of course, if you've been kind of watching some of our recent Inside the Cover episodes, this comes not far after the marriage of Quicksilver and Crystal. So, of course, Johnny is down in the dumps. Sue has left Reed, along with she took Franklin, their son, with her. So Reed is down in the dumps. So that's kind of how things start here. So this particular issue, Jerry Conway wrote the story. Ramona Fradon was the guest artist here. I'm not familiar with her at all. Joe Sinnott on the inks, which kind of gives this issue a very familiar feel. Lettered by John Costanza, colored by Stan Goldberg, and plotted and edited by Roy Thomas. So here we have, it's New Year's Eve. So what's interesting is if you look at this picture on the cover here, what does that look like? You see green grass, nice green trees. It looks like summertime, right? Well, that's a little bit of not what's going on in the book, because here you see it is New Year's Eve. It's December 31st in Times Square. Snow falling, snow on the ground. Everybody's bundled up, and basically the fivesome, because of course Ben's got Alicia Masters, his girlfriend, with him. They're out New Year's Eve in Times Square, getting ready to celebrate the new year, 1973, and they're all little. With the exception of Ben and Medusa, Ben and Alicia, they're all kind of down in the dumps. So here they're just kind of talking about their lot in life, right? So you got Johnny's upset, Reed's upset. Well, then, Medusa has a little talk with Reed, and she's like, you're like one of the smartest men in the world. You've got all things going for you. It's going to be a new year. Things will get better. Come on, guys, snap out of it. So he's like, all right, I get you. He kind of says the same thing to Johnny, right? So they're getting ready. It's a couple minutes to midnight. It's 2 minutes to midnight, right? So then they look up. They're all excited. All right, so it's going to be the new year. We're getting more excited for this. But then people in the crowd start saying, wait, someone's up by the clock in Times Square. Who is it? It's Thundra, holding on to the hand as it inches closer to midnight. And the guys below are like, the group is like, holy cow, as Ben says, it's Thundra. So what is she doing up there? We know that Thundra has had somewhat of an issue with Ben Grimm. She's also part of the Frightful Four, along with the Trapster, the Wizard, and the Sandman. And she initially took a liking to Ben Grimm, the Thing, and of course he was having no part of that, so now she's like annoyed at him, and now she wants to best him in a strength for strength match. So she goes, Ben Grimm, wherever you are, I challenge you to a duel. You can never win. And obviously she wants to battle you, Ben, in Shea Stadium at dawn 3 days from now. And Ben's like, she had to tell everybody, and she's trying to attract our attention. Doesn't know that we're down here, of course, but the Thing is like, screw it, I'm going to go get this started right now. So, of course, he takes off his jacket, shows the world that, hey, the Thing is in the crowd, and, of course, he's going to go up and take care of business right now. So, meanwhile, the Human Torch is like, you know what? I'll help you, buddy. So he flames on. He flies up top, confronts Thundra. Of course, she recognizes him, and she goes to she rips one of the arms off the clock, and she, swings it at him. Of course, he turns on his thermonuclear power, I think 1,000 degrees, melts the hand of the clock, and she's like, wow, the heat's incredible. But, this is Thundra, and she's also pretty damn smart. So she takes the other hand of the clock and whirls it around like a whirlwind, generating lots of wind, and of course blows out Johnny's flame, then throws some snow on him for good measure, and of course he goes flying down below while Ben is slowly crawling his way up the side of the building. And of course Johnny falls down below. He's caught by Reed and Medusa, who use his elongated arms and Medusa's long tentacled tendrils there. Just as Ben gets all the way up to the top, Thundra all of a sudden has this little white flying disc, and she's like, "No, we're not fighting today. We're fighting 3 days from now at Chase Stadium, mister. And to make sure you show up, I'm going to grab your girlfriend, Alicia Masters, and take her away." So, of course, that's exactly what happens. So now Ben gets all the way up to the top. Thundra goes, kidnaps Alicia. Doesn't that seem to be happening a lot lately? Poor Alicia Masters, right? So now he's like, it's like, "Oh, Alicia, I'll get you, honey." So, of course, they want to go back and plot what they're going to do back at the Baxter building. So to get there quickly, they springboard on Reed's rubber arm to go flying up 10 blocks. As they're flying through the air like that, of course, they go right by the window of Mr. Hero for Hire, Luke Cage. There he is, saying, they didn't even stop. I mean, this is a great line. So Luke says, "The Fantastic Four flying right on by Luke Cage and not even stopping for a dude's autograph." Right? Classic. So they get back to the Baxter building, then all of a sudden it's all in the newspapers, because of course it's been announced to everybody in New York City. Fight of the century, Thundra versus the Thing. There you have the Avengers and Avengers headquarters reading the newspaper and kind of pontificating about it. Spider-Man's talking about it, right? The Hulk is even reading. Since when does the Hulk read the newspaper? Does the Hulk have? So this was 1972, so what, a newspaper was probably like a nickel or 10 cents. I didn't know the Hulk had kept change around with him, right? But there the Hulk is down below, all the way down below. What does the Hulk say? He goes, "Hulk doesn't understand. Pictures say fight. Why girl want to hit rock thing? Make Hulk's head hurt. Fight dumb, everyone dumb." Yeah, basically. So now you've got back at the Frightful Four headquarters, which is down here, you got Thundra meeting up with the other three, kind of talking about the plan, because obviously there is a bigger plot to be had here. And of course the Sandman, ever needling Thundra, goes, "She better not go getting her hopes up. We promised to set you up with the world's strongest man, and after you handle him, why, there ain't much need for her to hang around, is there?" Thinking she's just going to go beat the Thing and then leave. And then she's like, "Simpering male, how dare you insinuate I'd allow such a thing?" And then so the wizard gets between the two of them, because of course she clocks the Sandman, and then she goes off and she starts lifting weights and getting ready for the big fight. But of course the other three guys, I think, have other ideas, right? So back at Fantastic Four headquarters in the Baxter building, Ben's doing the exact same thing, getting ready. So then the day of, they go to Shea Stadium, which of course is the old stadium where the New York Mets used to play. And you remember the snow I was talking about before? Well, there they are up. Where are we here? Up here. Getting rid of the snow. So Johnny's melting it. They got tractors. Ben's got a big plow, right? So they get everything plowed away so we can see the grass once again. And of course, there's Ben in the middle of the stadium the day of. And of course, the stadium's full of people. Everybody, it's like they came to see a big boxing match or something. So of course, the city got a referee there. How ridiculous. It becomes this big media circus. Thundra comes flying down on her disc. She throws the referee away. "I'm not here to play games with you. I'm here to fight the Thing." And the Thing goes and grabs her. And because, again, it comes down to it, the Thing really doesn't want to fight a woman. And that's what makes this cover such a tease for this big battle that really now isn't, right? So Thing grabs her. She starts pounding him on the head. She basically says, "You still don't realize Thundra is stronger than you. She is stronger than any man alive." And so then, she starts whacking on him, kicking him, picks him up, throws him out of the stadium. All right, everybody in the stadium goes crazy now, because all of a sudden now the fight's taken outside Shea Stadium, right? Next door, what do we got next door? We got, other little arenas next door, so that's where we're going. So you got the Fantastic Four have arrived. You got the Frightful Four are there holding Alicia Masters. So here they talk about how some plan you had, Wizard. So we were going to blow up the stadium and get both of them, huh? So the plan was to blow up both Thundra and Ben Grimm and all the people. He goes, "Shut up, you fool. Take this girl back to headquarters. Sandman and I will look for our wayward friend." She's like, "Ben, is he all right?" "For now, sister, for now." So the fight goes on. So they go next door. And this is really weird. So Ben goes flying out. He grabs a flagpole, twirls around, flies back on the ground, and there he lands in the middle of a herd of buffalo. Because that's normal, right? A herd of buffalo would be hanging out in Queens in New York City, right outside Shea Stadium, all right, near the old World's Fair building, right? So there he sees Thundra going up top there. So he says, let's see, Thundra on the top of the world globe, a renowned relic of 1964-65 New York World's Fair. Well, stay where you are, sister. Old Benji won't keep you waiting long. I'm coming up. And she goes, be swift, thing. You have the word of Thundra that your end will be quick. He goes, getting a bit ahead of yourself, aren't you, lady? I haven't dropped yet. You will, Benjamin Grimm, though I promise you I shall not take undue advantage of your sex. That cuts it, sister. I've had just about enough of this weaker sex bunk. On the contrary, Grimm, you haven't even been touched. So he goes to grab her again. Again, he's just going to grab her. He's not actually fighting her. And she takes full advantage, and she starts pounding on him. And then Ben is like, and if you look at him here, he looks like he's like drunk or something, right? Sister, I don't admit nothing. As far as I'm concerned, we ain't even begun to fight. But he's got this look on his face like, I know I need to fight her, but I can't fight a woman. So she starts, she gives him a karate chop behind the head. He goes and falls. He grabs on. She lifts him up. So, he looks like he's absolutely beaten here, right? And it's because he's taken some punishment and he's not given anything in return. So, but it makes you wonder, Ben Grimm is supposed to be one of the strongest mortal heroes, right? You got the Hulk, and maybe there's a couple of others that are above him. But so really, what's interesting is that, in all these years since these books were published, right, you see lots of articles and people talking about the strongest heroes and villains. And you talk about some of the villains who have like the most brute strength, and the Abomination and a few others come up. You very rarely hear about Thundra, but here she is, and she's manhandling the thing. Again, is it because she's really that strong, or is it because Ben just really is not fighting her? I don't know. So, of course, Reed Richards devises a plan. He's got this machine here. He fires a blast at Ben just as Thundra is about to deal the death blow, and turns him back into Ben Grimm. So she's like, whoa, wait, I can't beat up a mere mortal. If he's not the thing anymore, then this is over. Done. I'm out of here. So he's laying there as Ben Grimm, or partially Ben Grimm, and she flies off. And of course, it's only very temporary. So then he turns right back to the thing, and then he's basically like, I'm the thing, you understand? I'm the thing. And he's like, where are you going? I'm not afraid of anything. So, and then he collapses. They bring him down, and then they notice that the rest of the Fantastic Four have Alicia, right? They go back to, and they're like, all right, I guess that's it. We'll go back to the Baxter building. Everything is fine. They go back to the Frightful Four, and what it looks like is you see the Trapster is all disheveled there, so apparently Thundra went back, beat him up, grabbed Alicia Masters, brought her back to the Fantastic Four, and then she got out of town. So they're basically talking that they're going to, they're not done yet. So basically the last words of he goes, I'm sorry, boss, I tried to stop her, but she was just too much. Save your excuses, Trapster. You'll have your choice for revenge later. No one makes fools of the Frightful Four. So swears the wingless wizard. And that's that. All right? And of course, don't be half a man. So a cool issue. I think it gives you a little bit more insight into the character of Thundra. But again, the promise of the battle of the century isn't really, because it's really like a one-way battle. We got Thundra, thing not doing much of anything because he doesn't want to fight a woman. I get it. Great artwork, good lines, good script. It's an enjoyable issue. But in the end, again, it raises some questions, right, of just how powerful really is Thundra. So I'd have to go back and look at a lot of the issues that she appeared in afterwards and see if if I'm either forgetting or there's stuff that I missed where she was involved in some high-profile battles that really kind of proved her mettle as a strong villain, anti-hero, right? Because she's kind of she's misguided. She's not really evil, right? She's just got some weird opinions and things and stuff like that. So there you have it. Fantastic Four 133. And let us know what you think of this issue. And again, please remind you all to please hit that subscribe button and the like button and the notification bell. So once again, I hope to see you again real soon. We've got Scott Berry is joining us I believe shortly that he will be showing off some new comic book purchases that he's gotten. So looking forward to catching up with Scott and seeing some cool 60s and 70s comic books that he has picked up in recent weeks and months. So that's coming up. It's a busy couple of weeks for me. Bill and I usually get together when we record our videos on weekends, but man, I am tied up for the next bunch of weekends, so I don't know we'll have when Bill and I will be together again. But in the meantime, you'll get some more of these Inside the Cover episodes from me solo. Like I said, we got one with Scott coming up, but whenever we can squeeze in something where Bill and I can kind of get together and film a few episodes, we will certainly do so. And so stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for watching here on Comic Book Users. Please share this video wherever you can. It'll be greatly appreciated, and we'll see you real soon. I am P. Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.